When the water in the canals and streams in Kai B and Kai Lei is dyed a murky red, it is a sign that the egg goby season has arrived. Egg goby spawns all year round but only flows into the red water from the 7th to 8th lunar month. At this time, female fish have a round, long body like a buffalo horn chili with a light brown color. A slightly dark streak on the back, holding 2 yellow egg sacs on the belly. Newborn fish are as small as chopsticks after 2 months and also have eggs and begin to lay eggs. The meat of both male and female fish is very firm, fragrant, and delicious, but female fish have eggs so they are fatter. According to people who often catch this type of fish, egg goby often follows the water hyacinths floating along the water to eat plankton under the roots. Fishermen often use boats to row near the water hyacinths, then use a basket or net to make a net to push down and lift them up. After removing the water hyacinth, at the bottom of the basket or net there are small egg gobies as big as the little finger. Their bellies are full of yellow eggs, clearly visible under the thin, light brown skin, jumping around, looking very pleasing to the eye. In addition, people also set up bottoms to catch egg gobies when it is the season for many fish to run. The bottom mouths are set in canals and streams, only small. With 2 stakes planted in the middle of the river, the edge of the net is slightly higher than the water surface. The schools of egg gobies often float lazily looking for food on the water surface. When they encounter the edge of the bottom net being jerked by the water, they are startled and dive down, all hiding in the bottom tail, called the mouse tail, at the end of the net. Catching fish by setting bottoms, placing traps, can catch several dozen kilograms of fish a day, so they often catch more than by scooping them up with baskets and nets. After cutting the gills and cleaning the scales, the egg goby fish can be processed into many delicious dishes such as fried whole or fried in flour and then rolled in rice paper with raw vegetables and dipped in spicy, lemon and chili fish sauce, especially braised with pepper. The egg goby fish season with rustic dishes has become a precious memory for those who were born and raised in the fields but have to work hard to make a living in the city. And at the same time helps them recall the peaceful life in the countryside after the worries and hardships of everyday life. The goby fish with full bellies of eggs are caught and braised with pepper, becoming a rustic dish that goes well with rice. The flood season brings with it alluvium and rich products. Fishing follows the rhythm of the alluvial water flow. When the water on the How River gradually turns red with alluvium, standing on the riverbank looking down, it is easy to see a strip of red water between 2 sparkling silver water layers. When it rains more, the water turns red all over the river, bringing alluvium into the canals in the fields. At that time, the locals call it the red water season, which is also the time when the goby fish spawn. They have the habit of only floating when it gets dark and when the water flows slightly in the opposite direction. The fish live on the water hyacinth carpet or fallen leaves on the water surface to lay eggs. The fish will float the most in the 7th to 8th lunar month and gradually decrease when the red water season ends. Therefore, people can only enjoy dishes made from goby fish for a short time. Sitting on the boat, we only need a lamp, a basket or a net about 2 meters long to be able to catch the fish. We poured the fish on the bottom of the boat with a little water. The fish jumped and looked very attractive. That night they caught a kilo of fresh goby eggs. People caught goby eggs with baskets, nets or nets, mainly catching enough to bring home for a meal. For households that make a living from this profession, they set up traps on large rivers and place traps on small canals to catch more fish. Depending on the size of the water flow, they can catch 5 to 8 kilograms each day, and if they catch a lot, they can catch up to several dozen kilograms. After catching the fish, rub them in a bamboo basket. Then cut off the gills and tails and process them into dishes such as frying them in flour, dipping them in sour fish sauce, or lightly frying them whole and eating them with raw vegetables. However, the best is braised goby eggs with pepper. On rainy days, clean the fish and put them in a small pan to dry braise. To make a delicious pot of braised fish, you need to marinate it with a little sugar, coconut water, and fish sauce, then leave it for a while so that the fish absorbs the spices and doesn't become mushy. While braising, occasionally stir well, add a little ground pepper and thinly sliced chili. This fish is most delicious when it has a pair of golden eggs. When braised, the fish eggs are firm, hard, rich, fatty and fragrant, and there is nothing better than eating them with hot porridge. The goby egg season has gradually become a precious memory for those born and raised in the fields of the West. Many seasons of red water have quietly passed, and I suddenly realized that this fish is a part of family life. Another goby egg season has come, and I have the opportunity to invite you to my hometown to catch goby eggs, bringing an unforgettable experience of life on the river.